Hey guys, it's Maya. So welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. And today I'm going to be doing the mid-year figure book tag. Okay, so our actual questions to this tag, but it's like a lot of booktubers do around this time. And so the year's half over, so let's review and look for the next half and see what I'm gonna read. So let's get started. The best book you read so far this year. The best book I read so far this year is The Passion of Dulce by Julie Berry. And this is actually something one of my favorite time periods is historical fiction. And it's set in medieval times during the 1200s. So I think during the Crusades, a little after the Crusades. I think it's after the Crusades. And so it's inspired by how various people during time period burn the stake because they accused of being witches, like that, and of heresy. And then the second is about a girl named Dulce, and her mother is burned at the stake, and she is sentenced to burn at the stake too. But somebody who doesn't know rescues her, and she runs off. Then she finds herself in the care of these three young sisters who are running a tavern. And they're a little what's it called, the area where everyone lives in the middle, just the farm. And then they try hide her identity from it's a priest who's hunting her. So it gets very intense. It's very sad times, and it's very intense. I never said intense. It's sad times too. Yeah. So be aware of that, because there is some violence in the stories. If you don't like that, don't read it. But it does teach a lot about this time period and what life is like for people, especially for women. And yeah, it was really great. A new release I haven't read yet but are excited for. I haven't heard of any new releases coming out except I think Concrete Rose, which is the spin-off of the Hate You Give, I believe, is coming here. Yeah, let me check that. I'm checking it. Okay, yeah, it was published this year. And so, sorry it took so long. I was just checking to make sure it's right. So, yeah, it came out this year. And it's spin off of Hey You Give. And it follows her dad, the main character's dad, and it's life in prison. That's what the book is all about. And, I love the Hate You Give, of course. I don't think I mentioned it on my channel, but, I do really like it. And so, I love to read a father's adventures, not adventures, but life in prison, and see how awful it really is, because it really is awful, especially going a minority, because how crooked and corrupt the justice system is in America. So yeah, I would really like to explore that and get to understand what people have to go through, because if I hate you give was very eye opening for me. So yeah, I like to read that too. Okay, next question. So we're gonna move to a more joyful, not joyful, more joyful spot. Okay. The biggest disappointment this year was actually a book I didn't have, so I did not finish this. In fact, I got 80 pages in, and then I'm no, I'm not doing this. And that's Strong Heart by Jim Fergus. So this is the third and final book in the 1,000 White Women trilogy. I've never read the first two, and for the 1,000 White Women and Adventures of Mothers. So essentially, it's about it's diary entries of these two white women living with the Cherokee tribe. I think Cherokee. Wait, no, Cheyenne tribe. and their names are May Dodd and Molly McGill. Yeah, and it all like follows like their life with Cheyenne, like up to like after the battle, like a Little Bighorn. And like how like from like the Strong Heart Foundation. Sorry, I'm really itchy here. So essentially, what the whole like purpose of this trilogy is about is that unlike the 1873, yes, a Cheyenne chief as President Grant, she was president at the time, to give him 1,000 white women and he'll give him 1,000 horses. And then he'll marry those 1,000 white women off to his men and like have children, and then they can like live like everlasting peace, hopefully. But of course they don't. It was like the adventures of those women in the when they like joined the Cheyenne tribe. That's what it's about. Yeah, I'm really into Native American culture, and it's been like hard to find books like about Native American culture. But, like I was excited, like I got this book, but like as I mentioned, that the cover is absolutely beautiful. But like I couldn't like not read it because like it's I found it so boring, and like it was like wasn't like written in a fun way, just that. And it was like trailing off forever, and I just didn't want to read it. But my biggest surprise, I'm actually Serena's surprise. That is We Were Liars by E. Lockhart. I love this book so much. I'm still reading it, but I'm so in love with it. And I was surprised by it. Because, like, I love how, like, I don't know how to describe it. I love, like, I don't know what I love about it so much. I think it's, like, the way that the story is, like, delivered, I guess you could say. I don't know. But, like, essentially, it's, probably heard about this by now. But, like, this is essentially about a girl, and her name is Candace Sinclair, and her family are the Sinclairs. And it's like her aunt, her cousins, and her grandfather all go every year this summer to like this little private island on Massachusetts. Massachusetts, like off the coast of Massachusetts. So I mean, yeah, off the coast of Massachusetts. And they like spend summer together, and like she has gone there in 2 years, and so she's like finally back there, like in 4 weeks, until she like joins her father in like Australia and New Zealand. And like she's trying to like recount like what happened during her 15th summer, because she like had like a brain, like she fell off a cliff, and like now she has like a brain injury. But like yeah, so I I think this is the way the author delivers it, because like it's so well done. I love all the characters. I love the creativity of the plot. I mean, I'm pretty sure I know what happens in the story, because like I think I have a pretty good prediction, but like the author like did some like great symbolism of fairy tales. And yeah, it's like it kind of like makes up for the predictability of the story, but like there's still like there's like such an odd family. You like want like know like the whole story, like what happened. Especially to the one girl, like Candace, during 15th summer. So yeah, I love it. And favorite fictional crush? That is Abby from Leon the Offbeat, Rebecca Batali, as well as Simon Brazil Message Agenda, and the Upside Down Pride, also by Rebecca Batali, and they were like all set in the Simonverse. So like the same world as Simon Brazil Message Agenda. And like I love Abby. She's definitely like your first crush this year because um she's just like so like sweet and friendly and bubbly, and but she's also like she's really compassionate. She knows like when to like calm down, like help her friends out, and like I love that about her. That's like a friend like everybody should have. Everybody should have like a friend like Abby, and I love her for it. My favorite character though is Ashley, Reva from Malibu Rising and Taylor Jenkins Reid. Um, so essentially Ashley, everything I like her so much because I relate with her a lot about like her situation with like being the youngest of the family, and I'm the youngest of a large family too, and mine's 6, hers 4, and yeah, so she's like the only one who's like famous. Like her sister is a model and a surfer. Her brother's also a surfer, and in other words, a photographer. And like she's like the only one who isn't famous, and she's like in college, but she wants to like do something with her life. And I really like that about her. Like I like her fiery nature. And again, I relate with her a lot about being like the youngest of family. And yeah, I this is probably my favorite characters here. A book that made you cry. That would be Mockingjay by Suzanne Collins. This is, of course, the last book in the Hunger Games trilogy, and they have figured out that there's District 13 exists, and now it's like trying to revolt against the government. That's essentially what it is. But like the end, I'm not gonna say what happens at the end, towards the ending, but like let me just say, it is so sad. Like I felt so bad for Katniss, but like you have to. It's sad, but like it's really good too. A book that made you happy, and that would be For Always Forever by Lara Jane by Jenny Han. Not by Lara Jane, but like you know. And so this book is like the final book in the trilogy, To All the Boys Over 4. And this book, since why is it made me so happy? Like, it's been like sad, but, like in a happy way, because it's like all about like it's like how Laura Jane like moves on from the past and like accepts her new life. You know, she will always have like the memories of like those of like all like her precious of like the I'm starting this over again. Essentially, it's about her like going off to college because she got like a scholarship to have to stay school, but doesn't want to leave a boyfriend and family behind in her state. And it's all about her like learning like let go and like start a new life, but like still hang on to the old. And that just filled me with like so much happiness and like it's just so much like all the characters have grown since the first book, and I just love it. Um, your favorite like book adaptation, it could be film or TV. I haven't seen any this year yet, except me outside of school, so like can't really answer the question. So I'm gonna move on to the last one, and that is the most beautiful book you bought, and that would definitely be the 700 of Hugo by Taylor Jenkins Reid. Okay, first off, look at this cover. Look at this beautiful woman, even though you can't really see her face. Look how beautiful she is. It's like reminds me of like a movie poster. I think it's the ambition. Yeah, it reminds me of like a movie poster, and it's like I love the dress he has on. I love how it's like so 50s style. Um, and then on the inside, it's like I don't know if you guys can really see it, but like it's like her looking at like Los Angeles. It's so pretty, and yeah, probably most people book I have, but like definitely most people I bought this year. Yeah. So that is it. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.